Coming up on China Report, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO, has awarded the UNESCO Medal on Space Science to Chinese astronaut Yang Liwei and 3 other prominent international space practitioners. And the 15th China-Japan Security Dialogue was held in Tokyo. Senior diplomats from China and Japan have exchanged views on a number of security issues. Hello and welcome to this edition China Report. I'm Du Yang in Beijing. Discovery has broadcast a 3-episode TV series titled China Time of Xi, focusing on Chinese President Xi Jinping's ideas and visions on governance. The vice president of Discovery Networks Asia Pacific said Discovery is very proud of this new documentary about Chinese President Xi Jinping's ideas.
Vikram Chana, vice president of the Discovery Networks Asia Pacific, said that the idea of shooting a documentary about China's achievements under the leadership of President Xi has come out instinctively. He added that a TV series with Xi's name would attract a lot of viewers. In China's opinion, the Belt and Road Initiative is fascinating as it represents the developing world's perspective of globalization. China's logic and motivation for the initiative is explained in the 3rd episode. He said that what's special about the documentary is that it's Discovery's first TV series on the topic of China's policies and has led to a new level of understanding of China for his Discovery colleagues. The documentary was broadcast on October the 14th to 16th to 200 million viewers in 37 countries and regions.
The recently concluded 19th CPC National Congress marks a new era for China. Xi Jinping has been re-elected as the General Secretary of the CPC. We have talked to a range of leaders, officials and experts who share their views on China's new era and the CPC's key to success. Take a listen.
Now please join me in a warm applause to greet the General Secretary and other Political Bureau Standing Committee members.
A natural-born leader.
A great leader.
A very strong leader, a confident leader.
He has the strength, he has a vision.
This is the man for the time.
He's a leader of the new world.
在刚才召开的中共19届一中全会上，选举产生了新一届中共中央领导机构。全会选举我继续担任中共中央委员会总书记，这是对我的肯定，更是鞭策和激励。
We are all very thankful to President Xi's vision of China and internationally.
Que se féliciter du rôle joué par le Parti communiste dans ce parcours, et notamment le président chinois qui dirige cette expérience.
He not only shows his leadership within China, he shows his leadership globally also.
President Xi Jinping has given a very clear vision of China, but also a very clear strategy to the world.
经过长期努力，中国特色社会主义进入了新时代。新时代要有新气象，更要有新作为。
Что касается съезда партии, который сейчас идет в Китае, мы за ним тоже внимательно следим. Я отмечаю необычную открытость этого съезда партии.
A very large part of his report focused on China integrating and working with the rest of the world. It was very much an outward-looking report.
He covered nearly every aspect of the overall plan, and in a very comprehensive way.
It was really the blueprint for the Chinese dream.
سياسات هامة جدا
سواء على المستوى الداخلي أو الخارجي.
I think with the 19th People's Congress, we will have very clear map and direction for going forward.
Также убежден в том, что будет предложен новый алгоритм совершенствования социально-экономической жизни Китая, построения общества средней зажиточности, реализации китайской мечты, и убежден в том, что это будет поддержано абсолютным большинством Китайской Народной Республики, граждан Китайской Народной Республики.
It is definitely a golden era.
中国共产党是世界上最大的政党，大就要有大的样子。实践充分证明，中国共产党能够带领人民进行伟大的社会革命，也能够进行伟大的自我革命。
Socialism with Chinese characteristics means something that is very important.
It's not a privilege, not a what do I get, but what must I do to help the people get what they need and move the country forward.
It is not a monolithic voice, but many voices who are trying to go, and the discipline that's required to keep China together and moving on the right track.
全面从严治党永远在路上，不能有任何喘口气、歇歇脚的念头。
Every country has some degree of corruption, and China is managing this very well.
历史是人民书写的，一切成就归功于人民。只要我们深深扎根人民，紧紧依靠人民，就可以获得无穷的力量，风雨无阻，奋勇向前。
Because only a Communist Party is able to do that, because only a Communist Party is able to focus and willing to focus on the needs of the people.
In China, the people is obviously a very important phrase, and the party and the people are supposed to be integrated as one in terms of their goals for the country and their ways of getting there.
In China, the government serves the people literally. It's not about parties and politics and saying whatever the people want to hear. You have to do what is necessary in order to improve people's lives.
More people are obviously benefiting from the way the party is ruling this country, and I think that as long as that trust is continuing, the link between the party and the people will only get stronger as the country develops further.
中共19大到下一次的20大，这5年正处在实现2个100年奋斗目标的历史交汇期。第一个100年目标要实现，第二个100年奋斗目标要开篇。
Build for now and the future.
China's development path, which has been amazing and miraculous, that globally people can learn from their that experiences as well.
China se comprometió a hacer reformas económicas de gran trascendencia y en este corto periodo de tiempo ha habido un extraordinario desarrollo.
中国人民自信、自尊，将坚定维护国家主权、安全、发展利益，同时将同各国人民一道，积极推动构建人类命运共同体，不断为人类和平与发展的崇高事业做出新的、更大的贡献。
La Chine a revendiqué ses droits à être une puissance mondiale, mais elle a aussi assumé ses devoirs d'une puissance mondiale.
Я думаю, що китайцям треба робити те, що вони роблять всю свою історію і роблять сьогодні. Їм треба працювати і показувати приклад іншим країнам.
We hope that the coming world or the future world will be a more prosperous, more peaceful, and China would play a very leading role to create that situation.
Но и без всяких сомнений, все, что было сказано председателем КНР, это его речь и обсуждения, которые сейчас проходят, говорят о том, что Китай устремлен в будущее.
The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO, has awarded the UNESCO Medal on Space Science to Chinese astronaut Yang Liwei and 3 other prominent international space practitioners.
The ceremony, which is its first edition, was held on Friday evening at UNESCO's headquarters in Paris. Yang is the first Chinese national sent to space. The 3 other scientific laureates of the 2017 edition are Valentina Tereshkova, the Russian cosmonaut and the first woman in space, Arnaldo Tamayo Mendez, the first Cuban in space, and the Japanese astronaut Koichi Wakada, the first Japanese commander of International Space Station. The UNESCO's Medal on Space Science, established on June 29, 2017, is awarded by the UNESCO Director General to honor prominent scientists, public figures, and organizations for their contribution to the development of space science in the spirit of UNESCO's priorities.
The 15th China-Japan Security Dialogue was held Friday in Tokyo. Senior diplomats from China and Japan have exchanged views on a number of security issues. CNC reports.
Chinese Assistant Foreign Minister Kong Xuanyou and Japanese Senior Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs Takeo Akiba co-chaired the dialogue. Foreign affairs and security officials of both countries attended the meeting. During the security dialogue, the 2 sides exchanged views on the regional and world security situation, security policies of China and Japan, and bilateral security communication and cooperation. The Chinese side said China has expressed concerns on Japan's movements in the security and military areas in recent years, hoping that Japan sticks to peaceful development and plays a constructive role in regional peace and stability. The Japanese side briefed their Chinese counterparts on Japan's defense and security policies, saying Japan will continue to be a peaceful country and stick to the defense-only posture and the 3 non-nuclear principles. Kong also met with Chinese Foreign Minister Taro Kono during his visit. Kong told Kono that Sino-Japanese relationship has seen a number of positive interactions recently, but is still faced with complicated factors. Kong urged the 2 sides to take the opportunities to overcome obstacles and interruptions and consolidate the momentum of the improvement of bilateral relations. Kono, for his part, said that Japan attaches importance to its relationship with China and is willing to make joint efforts with China to improve and develop bilateral relations.
Vietnam has attracted more and more Chinese tourists in recent years, which is greatly contributing to people-to-people exchanges between China and Southeast Asia.
By October 27th this year, a total of 7.8 million people have entered or exited China through Zhongshan Port, which connects China and Vietnam. It has made a new record this year, as the number was 7.16 million last year. In Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region, a Chinese tourist can enjoy a one-day tour of Dongxing and neighboring Mong Cai in Vietnam by showing only his or her ID card. Self-driving trips between the 2 cities have also been allowed since 2016. From January to June, nearly 368,000 cross-border trips were made via Dongxing, up 17.8% year-on-year. Since 2000, nearly 20 documents have been signed to encourage bilateral tourism.
China will build its 5th research station in the Antarctic. China already has 4 Antarctic research bases of its own: Great Wall, Zhongshan, Kunlun, and Taishan. China Report has the details.
According to the State Oceanic Administration, Chinese researchers have selected the site for the new station. It will be on an inexpressible island in the Terra Nova Bay in the Ross Sea. Director of the SOA Polar Expedition Office said the new base will be a perennial research station and be able to independently carry out multiple scientific investigations in the Antarctica. The Ross Sea is the deep bay in the Southern Ocean, regarded as the least altered marine ecosystem on Earth, a living laboratory that could possibly tell the life history of the Antarctic. China has built 4 Antarctic research stations over 30 years of research, with Changchun and Zhongshan serving as 2 perennial stations and Taishan and Kunlun being the 2 summer stations. Meanwhile, China is building the first homemade polar icebreaker Xuelong 2, which is expected to be completed in 2019. Scientists say it will provide a solid guarantee for China's polar expeditions.
The breeding of seawater rice has been in a steady progress in China's Zhenjiang city since it was discovered 31 years ago. Chinese agriculturists said the seawater rice can turn wasteland into farmland. China Report takes you there. The strain has yielded 3 metric tons per hectare, around 40% of the yield from regular paddies, and has utilized over 1,300 hectares of saline alkaline wasteland. The seawater rice plants are about 1.7 meters tall, much taller than normal rice. They have a special gift to tolerate salt and alkali. In 1986, Chen Ruisheng, a local agriculturist, found this wild rice in the seashore in Zhenjiang city of South China's Guangdong province. Out of this saline alkaline tolerance, he named it seawater rice and has been working on its commercialization since then. In Chen's opinion, the value of the seawater rice is that it could turn saline alkaline wasteland into arable land.
The name of seawater rice doesn't mean that it could be literally planted in seawater. It means its ability to grow in saline and alkaline land. It can tolerate a salinity of 0.3 to 0.8%.
The seawater rice will also add to China's grain harvest to feed the world's most populated nation. According to Chen, there is over 100 million hectares of saline alkaline land in China. About 1/5 of the land can grow the seawater rice, which means an extra millions of tons of rice production every year. China's heaviest cargo unmanned aerial vehicle has completed its maiden flight in northwestern Shanxi province.
The AT-200 drone, jointly developed by several research institutes and companies, made a successful 26 minutes maiden flight. According to the Institute of Engineering Thermal Physics, the AT-200 could be one of the world's most powerful civilian UAVs, with a maximum takeoff weight of around 3.4 tons and a payload of 1.5 tons. The UAV has a maximum flying speed of 313 km per hour, a flight range of 2,183 km, and a 6,098 meters service ceiling. Taking off and landing can be automatically completed within 200 meters. The UAV could be used to conduct free transport in mountainous regions and on islands.
A Chinese-produced tram powered by hydrogen fuel cells has been put into use in Tangshan, North China's Hebei province. It is the first commercially operated hydrogen power tram in the world.
Operating on 136-year-old railway line, the tram emits no pollutants, only water. The distance between carriage floor and the rail is only 35 centimeters, which means station platforms are not required and boarding is easier for passengers. It can be refilled with hydrogen in 15 minutes and can run for up to 40 kilometers at a maximum speed of 70 kilometers per hour. On its first day of operation, it carried 300 passengers in total.
"22-year-old Feng Boyuan is the first Chinese player in Croatian First Football League." China Report had his story.
Feng Boyuan has signed a contract with football club Rudz in Croatia's capital Zagreb, one of the top 10 clubs in the southeastern European country. The Chinese player said he cherishes opportunities to play with the best players in Croatian league. Croatia won the bronze medal at the 1998 FIFA World Cup. It is precious experience for Feng to learn and play in a country known for great football players. Feng also said the country is equipped with good football schools and training facilities. Feng said the whole team is getting along very well and is happy here, making progress every day. The team's head coach praised Feng's hard work. It is the first time for the Croatian football team Rus to cooperate with the Chinese club. The manager of the club expected the Croatian-China cooperation to expand in the future.
Two treasures from Shanghai Museum are on display at the Athens Acropolis Museum. Take a look.
From Saturday, Greeks and foreign visitors will have the opportunity to admire two outstanding items traveled from China. During an opening event on Friday, the two masterpieces were presented by officials from the Acropolis Museum and Shanghai Museum. A hand-scroll painting with ink and color on paper, created by artist Wu Hong in the Qing Dynasty, which is entitled Traveling Along the Clean Water, greets visitors at the entrance. Next to the composition sits the Zizhongjiang Pan, inside of which there are figures of aquatic birds, frogs, turtles, and fish. Dating back to the 7th century BC, it was made for Princess Zizhongjiang and considered one of the most important exhibits of the Shanghai Museum.
That's all for today's China Report. For more news and highlights, you can follow us on our website, yan.cncnews.cn. Thank you for being with us. Bye for now.
云天无际，承载梦想。中国南方航空是中国运输飞机最多、航线网络最发达、年客运量最大的航空公司。亚洲第一，全球第三，是南航缔造的业界奇迹。蓝天壮志情，云海谱华章。
同心地产，芝加哥最大的华人中介团队，无论是家居或是商业地产，给你带来全方位的最佳服务。
专业的团队，丰厚的经验。
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the Lake Cook Law Group.
投资理财、法律咨询，芝加哥专业律师团队为您的梦想提供最安全的保障。
This is Little Chinese Channel, 小小中文 Lesson 37. In this lesson, we will be studying these 6 Chinese characters. From Lesson 3, we learned the character 人, and we put a 时 from Lesson 1 under it and 2 dots. This character is 伞 means umbrella. 降落伞 means parachute. If we turn it back into 人 and put a horizontal stroke and a口 from Lesson 13, this character is 和 means to combine. 和计 means sum. These 2 characters have 和 in them. Now, if we turn it back into 人 and put a 云 under 人, 云 is from Lesson 29. 会 means to be able to. 会做 means be able to do. we turn it back into 人 and put a horizontal stroke, small ko from lesson 13, and a 2 strokes. These 2 strokes are also one radical, this stroke and that stroke. We will learn this radical in lesson 40. 命 命 means life. 生命 生命 means life. Time for a new root character. We have a 图 from lesson 11 and put a downstroke to the left, and a B from lesson 7 to make 老 means old. 老人 means old man. We switch B with 日 from lesson 22. This character is 者 means person. 作者 means author. Okay, let's write. Remember when you're writing to follow the stroke sequence. San 和 会 命 宝 者 Bye-bye, the lesson is done. Shark attack! Bye-bye!